Man. Your boy Lane Kiffin is the hottest coach in college football right now. With all these job openings, man, Lane Kiffin can pick whatever job he wants. But in this video, I'm going to break down why I feel that Lane Kiffin should remain at Ole Miss and why it would be better for him to stay at Ole Miss for his coaching legacy. Let's go.
Oh. I'm terrific, I'm finessing in that kitchen, dead Fisher. Dope yellow collar, something like or Indiana Pacers, Judge Reggie Miller. I'm in that bit like a mathematician.
So, as you heard the reports, Lane Kiffin has been all over the news, and he's been tied to a lot of jobs in college football, mainly two SEC jobs. LSU, who's reportedly offered him $90 million and $25 million in roster construction, and as well as Florida. And Florida been tied to Lane Kiffin. As soon as they let go Billy Napier, his name been tied to this job. You know, he got a son, I think, play at IMG Academy. He got family in Florida. So it seems like it was a perfect marriage for him to come to Florida. And now with LSU throwing in that curveball, you know, with the money and the roster construction, it makes things a lot interesting. And in this video, I want to break down just why I feel like that, you know, even though you have all these job offers out here, I think the best spot for Lane Kiffin is to remain at Ole Miss. When you break down some of these jobs, like the LSU job, man, you already know when you're taking a job from at LSU, it's going to come with pressure. Expectation is to win a national championship or be competing for SEC championships. And we look at the two guys they've let go, Ed Orgeron and Brian Kelly, two guys that were successful college coaches but couldn't get it done in SEC. It puts a little bit more pressure on Lane Kiffin to succeed at a school like Ole Miss. When you look at his track record as a head coach, particularly in the college ranks, this guy is a builder, man. And he just can't come right out the gates and just win you guys that championship. Now, in the NIL era, it's to be seen because we haven't seen it yet. But of course, his collegiate career, Lane Kiffin has been a program builder, consistently building his programs, getting better and better throughout the course of the years he recruited. And when you look at the job like Florida, another SEC job, yeah, they got money, they have resources, but again, the expectation is going to be able to win and win fast. And when you look at Florida, their last two coaching hires in Billy Napier, and I think before that they had either Will Muschamp or McElwain, whichever one. You look at their last two hires, and it just seems like they couldn't get it done either. And they're going to want to coach as well as LSU to get these guys to the next step. And I just think that when you get a guy like Lane Kiffin, man, although he's a great coach, a great program builder, he hasn't yet to get his team to a conference championship game, nor has he has a chance to get his team into any type of BCS berth or anything like that as a collegiate coach. As good of a coach he's been, he has never been to any major, I would say, conference championship games. He might have been to some bowl games, but not any major bowl games to my knowledge. And when I look at this, you know, I think that could be a concern when hiring him because, you know, you're expecting someone to be a home run hit. And Lane Kiffin, just like Brian Kelly in the LSU situation, or a guy like James Franklin that got hired at Virginia Tech, these guys are just straight good program builders, but they haven't showed you what they can do at the next level if they can unlock that. And I think a lot of times with some of these coaches, as well as Lane Kiffin, we put stock into the potential of what he can do at the right program. Now, we know that Ole Miss is no LSU or Florida. Those are machines with those. And the NIL dollars are way bigger at those schools than as Ole Miss. But I do think that if you stay at a school like Ole Miss, a school that you've been at for a few years now, you got recruits coming in, NIL money, you know what I'm saying? You're doing fairly well. I think you can pretty much get over the hump at some point and eventually get this Ole Miss team into a national championship game or to a SEC championship game. And when you look at this year, Ole Miss sitting at I think they only got one loss yet, one loss Ole Miss team. You guys still have a chance to actually win the SEC this year. You know what I'm saying? If things play out right. And I just think that with everything going on, that's going on with these other schools like LSU and Florida, it might just be best to stay at Ole Miss. Now, I know a lot of people going to say, well, he can't stay at Ole Miss now with all these job offers and he's pretty much alienated the school. But Ole Miss, I mean, y'all gotta tuck your nuts, because at the end of the day, what coach y'all got coming in there behind LaneKiffin? So y'all need to be doing what y'all can do to keep Ole Miss. And there are reports out there that Ole Miss have the money to give him and lock him in extension. But I think the thing is they want to do their due diligence with Lane and let him choose and make his option before they throw the bag at him. But if I was LaneKiffin, bro, I would stay at Ole Miss. I think you got something building right there. And I think also, too, with what you have, you can potentially, man, at some point win your national championship. You look at guys like Jimbo Fisher. You know, it took a while at them to get it at Florida State. Hell, Nick Saban. It took him a while at Alabama before he got things rolling. So I think, you just got to sometimes stay put and not always chase the money or chase the brand, because it's just going to put more pressure on you. So get in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, man. I'm tripping, man. Do you think that, LaneKiffin should leave Ole Miss, or do you think he should stay? Or is there any other programs out there that you think that, LaneKiffin should entertain outside the LSU and Florida job? It's your boy Joe, one half of Co-Pilots Podcast, man. I want to thank you guys. Love you guys. Peace.